What's up, guys? We're back. You're listening to Swifty Podcast, and we're here in the basement once again.
Ooh. Our next guest is no stranger to the dog days of summer. He and his brother own 3 of the top restaurants at the Lake of the Ozarks and 2 of the best laughs. He sells so much barbecues, when the cows see him, they don't say moo, they say run. His wife is so nice. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Barrett.
Hey, thank you.
I think I'm pretty sure your wife's on vacation right now, right?
Yeah. I was going to ask you where the hot brunette is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one.
Being
The
nice
only one in the office.
Just being nice on vacation.
Yeah.
Just being nice on vacation.
Yeah.
She
Lovely.
likes to go on vacation.
She does.
It's always funny when it's like,
Gotta
it's just a
love
bunch of blondes. And you're
Yeah.
like, we got Lindsay and Holly.
Yeah.
And Bran.
Yeah.
And Brand.
We ran out
Checking
of
all
blonde
the boxes.
extensions. It's the only reason why.
Oh,
Turns
Mark Barrett.
Yes.
Here we are.
How are we?
We're good. How are you doing?
Summer flew by. I feel like
Dude.
we're
It's still
drinking bourbon
happening.
because it's almost fall.
Seriously.
Ooh.
I feel like
Excited.
we drink that anyway
Well,
if we can.
more so in the fall.
Yeah.
Shout out Maker's
Yeah.
Mark for sponsoring the Mark Barrett episode. Very fitting.
It's a double
Very
mark.
fitting.
Yes,
Very
much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Look at
Like
that.
it.
Summer did fly by. Like, seriously. I can't believe school's already starting. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we're on the downhill
Yeah.
slope.
Most parents are ready
But-
for their kids
Oh,
to go
I'm
back.
100%
Yeah,
ready.
see,
They
I'm
go
like,
back so
my buddy's going to be gone all
They're
the
actually going
time.
back later this year.
Really?
Normally, because Hudson's birthday is tomorrow, and he usually starts school either on his birthday or,
I feel like we didn't
Week
go
of.
back to like after Labor Day.
yeah, that
back
would be
in the day,
nice.
but I guess
Arizona
not.
people
They just
go
keep
into July.
They
McDermott's
just keep
kids, didn't they?
sneaking it up, and it's like a 200 degrees.
Well, if they go to school on Mondays, then, that might make a difference.
Can't
Instead of
wait.
going 3 days a week
Yeah.
or whatever they're doing.
I'm going to
for.
make the most of these last 3 weeks of summer. And then the fall's honestly my favorite. And it's like,
It's still
it just
boating
feels like,
season.
Yeah.
it's like bonus time.
Yeah,
There's like
Yeah.
a certain level of anxiety to summer. You want to get the most out of it. The fall is just like,
and then you get to
whatever.
really hang out with your people because
Yeah.
it's just been spread out for
Yep.
4 months trying to keep up with the chaos.
I just found out about Buddy's Harbor,
Oh, wow.
and I'm
What?
excited about that in the fall, riding
Yes.
wave runners up there.
Did not
Yeah.
know.
I did not know.
It's
Oh,
very
it
Key
is
West
ve-
vibes
yeah.
in that little lounge in the
Yeah,
back
like
with the
that
pizzas.
pizza oven. Come on,
Yeah.
that's
It's
a
fun.
hidden gem.
Honey
Yeah.
hot pizza.
Yeah.
or
And
what
he'll
is
do big bonfires and stuff
Yeah.
outside. If,
Drop
the
some
weather's nice.
tunes.
It's really
Have to
fun.
put the lights up on the wave runner.
So
Yeah.
Burning Man's
Yeah.
on my list of stuff to do, and
Oh my
Oscar
gosh.
goes and DJs at Burning Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He'll
I didn't
set
see
up
that
a-
coming at all.
Wow.
I
He
know.
knows you're coming. He might even like make you a special playlist and drop it while he's
Yeah,
there.
I
He's
doubt it, but he might.
Yeah.
He was at it.
Actually, when we were there, like we
Did?
wanted to put on a song, and he was like, he doesn't mess with anybody else.
No.
No
He-
request.
Don't
he
request.
curates it.
See,
Yeah.
you tried
I
to get
just
my hopes
no, he
up.
said
Yeah.
to let you know
Yeah.
you're coming, so he's
Yeah.
basically
He
place
might
that
build
they
something up.
speak to you.
Yeah.
So we always kind of like to start at the beginning and like work our way up to now. So like you and your brother have changed the landscape of the lake as far as having some cool places down here, doing your
Yeah.
thing. But like, what brought you from the lake? Because you're an Iowa guy
Yeah.
originally.
So, yeah, we grew up in southern Iowa, in little town Osceola, and honestly, great childhood, great place to grow up. But Brian went to Iowa State, got his degree in ag business, and got a job selling seed, district sales manager for a seed company. And I was more of a wandering soul. I went to Northwest Missouri State. Then I worked for my dad at the farm for a semester. Then I went to the Des Moines Area Community College, got my 2-year degree there. Then I went to Iowa State. And then I did an internship at Tantera, which was a Marriott back then.
Oh, nice.
And I was in hotel restaurant management.
The Tantera down here.
Yep.
Nice.
That was the only one. But
Oh yeah, makes sense.
But yeah.
I don't think.
Uh,
Yeah. I don't think
anyway,
they're anywhere else.
So I did an internship there, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to live at the lake. We always vacation down here
Mm.
every summer. Like our parents would be like, if you guys want to do something different, we can. We're like, no, we just want to go Lake of the Ozarks. And we only came down for a week, and so we did that. And then I was like, I got to figure out how to live here.
Same.
And
yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I want to be in the bar business at the lake. And I was thinking back in the day, Woody's would have been like Mark that runs Woody's,
Yeah.
or owns Woody's. He worked at a place called the Rail. I was like, I want a place like the Rail. And then the beach house was foreclosed on at the end of that summer that I did my internship. And I was like, well, that's on the lake, but yeah, I mean, my dad's like, if you can, he goes, I can come up with this much money. If you can come up with the rest, we'll do it. Well, we had 12 investors, like everybody we could think of, and all our friends, and we just kind of grassroots it and put in a lot of hard work and remodeled it. Bill Long came in. Bill was the original owner of Shady Gators. It was Bayou Bill's.
Yeah.
And but he's a construction guy with great vision, and he's honestly built out all our projects and just been a huge help. But he came in that summer and helped to remodel it, and so we opened Labor Day Friday of '93.
The perfect time to start a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, for some guys that didn't know what the hell they were doing,
yeah.
well, we
Probably.
got an off season. We were open in the winter, and we had a lot of fun. But we worked it through the winter, and then that spring we hired all the help we needed for the summer. And
How
got
old were you
rolling.
at that time, or like what age?
24.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would have been 25 that first real summer we were open.
What's the age difference between you and Brian again?
Brian, see now this is a sore subject because
Yeah.
he's two
There's
and a
no
half
breaks.
years older,
Okay.
but people used to not ask who's older.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, Brian's 2.5 years older. So, and like I said, he got out of college and started his career, and then we got that bar going down here, and it started getting busy, and we had a lot to learn, and I was like, man, I need some help. And
Yeah.
So he came down here, and then he would work with Dad on the farm in the fall and spring, and then be down here for the summer.
Nice.
But, so we did that, and then so we opened Dog Days, which we opened it as Salty Dog back in '93, and then we had a trademark dispute, and because hell, when we first opened, there wasn't even internet, and then it came. We put our history online, not knowing because we registered in the state of Missouri, but anyway, we had to change the name to Dog Days.
Where was the other Salty Dog at? In Florida?
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, not Myrtle Beach. Yeah, Myrtle Beach, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to give them.
Yeah.
Screw them.
But yeah,
They're probably not even business.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, we did that, and then Wobbly Boots was the next one. That was J Barbecue. We bought that in '03.
And was the first one there, or was it at
Where
Zen was?
yeah.
I remember
Yep.
that, yeah.
That's where we started. Then we moved over to where Papo's is.
Yep.
We were there for 5 years. We were 5 years in the first one, 5 years in the second one, and
That's filling
And
station.
now
Joint
we-
Filling Station, Wobbly Boots, Papa's, right?
which now where we're at was the old Shoney's. And
Yeah.
like, how are we going to make this not look like a Shoney's? And
You did
Bill
it.
Long figured it
You
out.
did it.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there a minute where you guys were going to like go across the street and then you went
Oh
back
yeah,
to
yeah.
Shoney's?
Where the
and then
Casey's is,
yeah.
we bought that property where the old post office was.
Mhm.
Happy
And-
Fisherman and all of
Well,
that
no,
there? Or
that,
that was
yeah,
up
that
a
would have been
little
up a
Where
little
further.
Casey's
bit. There were
is
some
now.
old rock cabins
Yeah,
and buildings,
That's
and
right.
right across the street from Tire Biters, kind of between the
Yeah.
two. And
Right.
we tore everything down, and even before we did that, we asked them at Shoney's because it wasn't doing very well, and they're like, "Oh no, we're doing good." And then we started tearing stuff down, and then it closed, and then so I called them and like, "Wait, what's going on?" And like, "Well, we'll lease it to you." They leased it to us for like 8 months, and then asked us if we'd buy it, and it worked out great.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and so we did that, and then in '05, one of our old friends that was an original investor with us at Salty Dog, Larry Kendall, and his wife were moving back to the lake, and he wanted to do a business down here, so we bought Montego Bay Marina, and we were going to do a marina there, and the service department part of it was not come together like we thought it would, and so we were like, maybe we better do a restaurant here. So that's how we ended up with Shorty Pants, and that worked out great. And then Larry
love
and
Shorty
G
Pants.
wanted to do other things, so they let us buy them out, and so it's just Brian and I at all the businesses now. We came together and just bought everybody out after some success.
Yeah.
Landry wanted to know how you came up with the name Barrett Restaurant Group. So, yeah, because for all three places.
I'm gonna have
It's
to ask
very
Brian that one.
original.
That's
let me
good.
tell you.
That's good.
I do want to know, why is it Shorty Pants? Who came up
Sure,
with it?
well, I did because two things. The movie Vacation, he's like, you don't want to be around my dog if you got your shorty pants on.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny. And then King of the Hill, he's always talking about his short pants. But when you're at the lake, you're wearing shorts.
Shorty shorts.
And
yeah.
it was fun. I mean, it's just funny
Fun,
to
yeah.
have to call it Shorty Pants. And I always like to have a catchy, fun name to sell merch.
Sure,
Yeah. And
it does.
help people remember the place. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, you've done a fantastic job with all of them.
Well, thank you.
obviously.
Yeah.
Even when Bootleggers opened, I remember like talking to JG and Walsh and being like, "Wait, we have a Shorty Pants, a Wobbly Boots, and a Bootleggers. It's
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
legs and boots and pants
Yeah.
and stuff going on."
Boots and pants.
So
Yeah, we're going to the boot. Well, which one?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
no, I love that. And then I remember the old one. I remember I got a gold VIP card from Kelly Collins, which I still have to
Yeah.
this day, which is very impressive. So you guys have had all kinds of cool people work for you guys. So
Yeah, it's wild. We've had some great people like go into the restaurant biz. We've had people meet their spouses and grow families. I've had friends that worked for me back when we were young and just starting out whose kids work for me now. And, 33 years in, a lot has
loyalty.
changed. Yeah.
Lots of loyalty.
What's cool about all your places too, it's like even with Shorty Pants, it's like you guys, it's like such a like lakefront dining restaurant, and then you just flipped that switch and went white party, and then had the coolest part, like, and now you've done, but then like now all the shootout stuff, you're in the mecca of all that, and it's just like
You've hosted over the years several different.
Yeah, it's been fun, and
big
the
events.
white party we started at
Shorty Pants.
Shorty
Yeah.
Pants with
Black
Mark
lights.
Spears, who's with the reserve team, and he was our first GM there at Shorty Pants. And, heck, friend of 20 years or however long it's been now. But I was like, hey, we need to do this party. And then we started talking about it. We came up with White Party. And then next thing I know, he's got J.E. booked, Nelly's music producer. And he was coming back from Vegas, and we're at Shorty Pants. And the first one was fun and not crazy. And then a couple years in, boom, the neighbors are calling because
it got crazy.
all over the neighborhood. People are parking in their yard. People are falling in the lake. And my brother's like, we have to move this. This is out of control. So we moved it to Dog Days. And I was kind of nervous about, the intimacy and being crowded in there. And
I was bummed out when I was like, oh, but
it's
then
going to ruin it. And
there's no way you could do it.
no,
Like,
it just made it
Just
better.
blown up.
Yeah.
people waking up in other people's houses, and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah, that one in Aquapalooza was always fun, and
that
we
was
loved it. And
How many years did you have Aquapalooza? Because that went on.
Oh, I'm terrible
Man.
with dates,
It was-
but we probably did it 6 times, I guess.
Really? I feel
Yeah.
like it was longer than
It just,
that.
probably. I don't know.
the one party that was one of my, when I first got down here and I was working at Horny Toad, was one of my favorite ones. And looking back on it, it seems so dangerous, but it was the raft race.
Oh, yeah.
And
that
it
was
would,
a great
you guys
one.
would switch it from topsider to
Yeah.
Dog Days and start, and you'd like have a raft or whatever you want, and you try and raft across the main channel to the other bar. And me and Sealer did it when you're on like a $20 blow up dragon, and it popped in the middle of the lake. We never like
I didn't do my homework because I so wanted to dig up a picture of that because I
Yeah.
totally forgot about
I
those
have a picture of it.
races.
It's bad, yeah.
Oh,
but
we
it was
had a
one of
great
the
picture
when I
of
was
it.
younger, it was one of my funnest days the whole
Yeah.
summer.
So we started that. One day, Craig Schneider and I, he's my college roommate, and he was a manager for me. It
Susie,
was
your
raining
brother?
like one of the years before you guys were here. It was like 93 when the floods, like the lake flooded, and we had wooden decks down below at Dog Days where it's like a boardwalk down there paved now. It used to be a wooden deck. Well, we were building it back then, and the lake's coming up over the seawall, and we thought the deck was going to float away. So we're down there tying it up, and we had this raft, and we had these ponchos on because it was raining its ass off. And so anyway, we're tying it up, and we're like, and it was early in the spring. We're like, hey, let's paddle over to Topsider. And Joe O'Brien was the manager back then, and he was a rock star guy. Kim always had great guys over there, and we paddle over there, and Joe's like looking over the deck. He didn't know who the heck it was. He's like, "Are you guys okay?" And like, "Hey, Joe, what's going on?" So he's like, "Come up and drink." So we came up there and hung out with him for a while. And he goes, and it was his idea. He's like, "We need to do a raft race." So we started doing the raft race.
Just like that.
And we rotated it from starting at Dog Days and going to back,
It was
or going to,
awesome,
I'm sorry, going to Topsider. And then next year it'd be the other way. But you had to slam a rum runner before you got in your raft.
Which is tough.
It's
brain
tough.
free city.
Yeah. And one of their other managers, Robert Fitzgerald, slammed his, like frozen, completely slammed it. I was like, how'd you do that? He goes, well, I used to work at Dairy Queen. I'd have to sneak the ice cream.
Slamming ice
I
cream.
remember Zygon was such a monster, and they had like a thing, and then Zygon like dumped some of his out, and we're like, no,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
trying to call
Yeah.
disqualified. So
Yeah. Make him
Yeah.
drink double.
no,
Yeah.
And then
that
you have
was-
the Canine Cannonball,
Oh yeah, that's
that's
another
a
one that
huge
I don't know
deal.
how many years we've
Yeah,
had it.
but it's been
Forever.
A while.
That
That's
one
really
I
cool.
was I went to the St. Louis Boat Show, and they had it over on the floor down by the boats. They had this dog jumping, and I was like, man, this is a perfect fit for
yeah.
Dog Days.
I mean,
Yeah, and
hand in hand.
yeah, so we brought that in, and dogs from all over the country. They bring them in from New Orleans and Nevada, and
Crazy.
really cool. Had some world records broke. Great family fun one.
Yep.
Yeah.
the White Party really is my favorite day. I love it.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I mean, so Dog Days, you didn't have a pool for
Yeah.
for a
So
long time, but then you
in 2017 is when Brian, well, that was the year of my infamous mountain bike accident.
Yeah.
And so I was in the hospital, but I was like, well, I guess this was before I did that, but it was that year. We were like, our daytime business was nothing. Like everybody was going to the pool bars or to the ones that had beaches. And we were just catching people, for dinner and then the late night crowd. So I was like, Brian, we either need to jump back in and add a pool and upgrade, or we should get out. And so we both decided, we're young enough where we wanted to keep going. So we designed the pool. We started on the project, and then I had the mountain bike wreck, and I was in the hospital.
I'm trying to like
most of the
remember,
winter,
'cause
excuse
I'm
me.
thinking, I'm like, okay, so how did it look before? Because it's been
Yeah.
so long.
Well, you guys said
But yeah, so you had the main restaurant, and then you walked down this little. It was just a tiny little.
Little narrow
Little
deck
narrow
that Dale
deck,
Blue
yeah.
used to play
Yeah,
on.
Dale
That's
Blue
it,
used to
right? Was
play
the terminology
there.
on that little like closet bar?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
it pup
Yeah.
tent.
Yeah.
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 And then you'd walk up, and
Yeah.
the dog pound was
The
still
dog
there.
pound,
Yeah.
we were able to keep it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had the old
Man.
cabins there too.
Mhm. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like it was like Party Cove, and then you guys had like the layup. Everyone come out of Party Cove and go
Right.
to
Oh,
Dog
yeah.
Days.
Well, and Dale was such a huge part
Oh,
of
yeah.
our starting out. And he would play on that deck, and then to his left was the cabin I lived in. But there was grass between the cabin and the deck, and people would sit in the grass there because the deck was so busy. And Dale would, hey, lawn seat cats, get them up, and it was really fun. But every day, Dale would be there Wednesday through Sunday, and so I back then I knew Dale's show from start to finish. It was every day because we were both there. I mean, I guess I was there open to close, and he was there
Pretty
2
much.
shows a day every day. So it was
The same.
we kind of came up. Heck, he was probably 30 at the time, and I was 24, 25. So it was fun to grow together. And speaking of people that have done things on their own, now he's got a great spot of his own.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and families are still going to see him, and grandparents that used to see him at dog days are taking their
He
grandkids
just keeps cooking.
now. Yeah.
Hey, fun fact, Nikki, who do you think was the first person to work a shift at the Dog Days pool bar was?
Would I have to say you?
Yeah, it was me and Clara. Actually, it was a quick shift, and we ran into some misfortune that night and accidentally got arrested,
Ooh.
which we didn't get charged with anything, but felt
Still
really
on
bad.
your record though.
No, it's not. But I felt bad because Mark, we were like, hey, we'll help you out. And then we like weren't around the next morning because we were in jail.
Were you
So-
there then since Chuck spent so many hours tiling the pool at Dog Days? Were you there that first day it opened and he decided to slide across the bar? on his
No,
belly?
we were there. We were. It wasn't even a bar. We were like in the wooden skeleton of
Okay.
the bar.
Yeah,
like,
that
just
would've been-
like beer tubbing and
Yeah,
stuff.
because we were not like the kitchen wasn't open.
Yeah.
We had the handy johns back there.
Oh yeah.
We're like, hey, we got to open this pool bar.
That's fun.
But yeah,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
well, just think
Was
where we
that
could
when
be
you
now
guys
if they
got
would have showed
trouble
up for
at
work.
Morning Code?
We got in trouble with the security
With
order
security
too,
guards,
but
okay.
it was a whole thing. But it got. But anyway, I was like, I thought you got one call in jail, and I wanted to be like, will you call Mark and tell him we can't make it? Won't let us out of here. Hope off. But
Yeah, you definitely
Whoops.
leveled up the lake with the pool. That's for sure. Because everybody started to keep that standard and just
Yeah,
it took off from there.
yeah, for sure.
now you almost have to have a pool. I feel like to have some day business. or
Oh, I
something.
know. And actually, people don't have to have boats now. Like we
Heard
we
that.
lost some marina customers. They're like, well, all we do is go to pool bars. We sold our boat. I'm like, well, that kind of backfired.
We went.
Oh, there's always a new run of them.
Yeah, so
Fine.
The
the
make part,
slip got rented.
Yeah.
the make Party Cove great again. It's always amazing, and like we're gonna go time for shootout this year, and I'm so excited about like doing. And I don't understand why we don't do that every
Yeah.
weekend. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that was the best part of Saturday is going to Party Cove and then coming to see you guys in
Yeah.
Dale. Like that was the best part of the entire weekend.
It's crazy. Even during the week when we're off, we just don't cove out like we used to.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Things just change.
When I first got down here, like working and being open those first few years, Tuesdays were locals day.
Yeah.
Everybody would take their boat and go out to Party Cove and just tie up just locals and hang out. Man, it's been a long time since I've done that. Yeah.
I like
we got
it.
time.
We should do that this weekend.
Yeah.
We can still do that. We got till October,
Yeah.
November.
So with we were talking about golfing because I used to like always like getting in on bogeys and beer when I worked at the Gator, and then since Swift and Co, I would get a team, but nobody golfed, so it would be like me and Brand, Mike Wright, and Chuck, and And now, as of last year, all the girls are Golf City now, and they're all
Yeah.
throwing clubs. They're all hitting balls. Hannah's out of her mind. So, but like, Bogies and Beer that's my favorite golf tournament. I think, and you guys have done that's
You
been
guys
going on for
crush.
almost 20
Yeah.
years, right?
Yeah, that
You
one.
sell out because no one
Yeah,
can get it?
we started that one. You know that was back when Pickled Pete's was open and Jeff and Brian were over there. We decided to do a golf tournament where it was just everybody play their own ball, and I went and bought a green jacket at Bear Market, and it was like we did it where anyway you played your own ball, and if you parred the hole, you stayed where you're at. If you birdied it, you had to move back. To kind of even it out, if you bogeyed, you got to hit from the front. So I got to hit from the front the whole time. But anyway, so we did that, and Jeff Carroll won it one year, and Cotton Myers won it another year. But it was fun. And then we're like, we should do one and raise some money locally. So we started doing Bogies and Beer with the guys from Pickled Pete's, and it was a lot of fun. And then they went different ways and started doing different things. And so we started doing it ourselves, and and that one's probably 22 years in now.
That's wild. Yeah.
At least maybe 25. But now, we like this year. Well, we lost our dear friend Amanda Fagan.
She was such a
She
star.
was-
Yeah,
she's the
she
best
was
staple to
the
that.
best community, and just lit up a room. But she took over the tournament and just ran it, and I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And so now we're getting back into helping out and doing it. But we are going to honor her this year and raise money for her foundation,
That's awesome.
along with the Kids Harbor, CADV, and Wonderland Camp. So
Sweet. She's
yeah.
the best.
So hopefully, we usually raise about 25,000 for local charities, and
That's a big number.
yeah.
Over that
It's huge.
20 number, that's
Yeah.
big.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
and what a fun day. I mean, our
gosh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah, it's the purveyors that we buy from are such big supporters. Margaritaville's a huge part of that, and helps us out. And Papa's, and
All the sponsors
Yeah,
and holes,
I
like
mean,
Air Grade.
yeah, it's
Well,
just
normally, but
unbelievable.
like at golf tournaments, every couple holes, I feel like there's something going on. And at
Yeah.
Bogies and Beers,
It's
like
every-
every
like
single
yeah,
thing.
every
So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah, tons of fun.
yeah.
We love it.
So we
Claire,
got that
Claire
one.
was like, I wish you guys didn't have so many teams now because she doesn't golf. But she's like, now it's just like me and Cassie are over the whole
I know, because now we're golf.
Saying-
Yeah, that's
What do you
cool.
do at a golf tournament when you don't golf?
drink. Same thing I do.
I knew the answer.
Yeah,
Same
he does
thing
that
I do
every.
at
He
golf
may be
tournaments.
golfing, but he's
Yeah.
really not.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He's
even have
just riding
clubs.
around in
Yeah,
a
he
cart.
doesn't
Do,
have
do you have
clubs.
clubs to this day?
I think I'm going to get
No, it
clubs
still
this year.
doesn't.
You're going to ask Santa for clubs maybe this
His
year?
his golf bag is a Walmart sack.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Like, you know,
Sunflower seeds,
Nice.
golf balls.
Why don't you have Chuck just bid on something for you to he loves raffles.
I
Maybe
think I'm going
just
to get
bid
Brant's
on some
old
clubs.
hand-me-down golf clubs because he just bought some new ones. So,
There you go.
Bear
I mean, all it needs is
Market.
a putter
Go to
driver.
Bear Market, get some clubs, get a green jacket. You'll be set.
Yeah.
We can cut this too, but when we were in, we had to go to court. It was 105 degrees. We are going to court, and I had to go show later. So I was wearing like nice black shorts, like shoes, and
Yeah.
like a button up. And I go in, and we had to be there in like 10 minutes. And they're like, hey, you can't wear pants to court, or you can't wear shorts to court. And I was like, I go, last time I was here, there was a guy wearing an Insane Clown Posse hockey jersey and sweatpants. Like, I feel like I look nice. And so I got in the car, I booked it to Bear Market,
Jugaloos.
and they weren't open yet. But the employees were going in the side door. So I was like, oh, dude, desperate
you
times.
went in.
I went
through
in the side door, and then I went and got pants that fit me because it's so big. They
Did
couldn't
they
see
know
me.
you were there?
No.
It's
And
like
then
in a movie when you go
But
in
I
like
went
the
out the
weights.
front.
You got
And it was
another
like-
court appearance
They-
going?
Oh my God.
they were
Idiot.
they were $11 pants, and I put $20 down. And I was like, thank you. And then I left, and I put them on in
Were
the,
they like,
Pants
what?
were they?
the Bear Market pants. I don't know.
I know, but did they ever see you?
No, I paid for them at the
Oh.
register, but they weren't open yet.
I
And
thought he stole
I
one
was
of
like,
his
thank
buddies,
you.
But they were just like, wait, what is this dude doing here? Or you never saw anyone?
Well,
and you just like left.
court and Bear Market opened at 9, and I needed these pants at 9. So then I went back, I booked it out, and I made it back, and the guy was like, Mr. Swift, I'm gonna I'm gonna allow it that you don't have pants. I was like, I have pants, and then the guy, he's like, how did you get pants already? And I was like, Bear Market came through. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I
But-
did not know that.
No, yeah,
Yeah, I've never, that's the first time he's
Yeah.
told that story.
yeah.
Have you worn them since?
No, they were
They were not good
They didn't
pants.
fit great. They were just to get me through the
Were they
end of
Did
the
you
door.
say
khakis or
Cassie saw me and she
No,
said
they
they
were
were
black.
Black
ridiculous.
pants, dress pants.
They were a little baggy.
She
What
goes,
are
"You went to court
those?"
like
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah.
Those are lovely.
Yeah. Hey, 2-0 in court.
Yeah.
Jeez. I cannot believe you did that.
I had to.
You
I
get in
couldn't-
some of the craziest shit. I don't even know.
I don't know the pants.
like remember
rules.
that time you
Cut all that.
Next week is a shootout. So how in the
Yeah.
world did that all come about? Because now you're like the mecca of it all.
You know, honestly, I think it was having a great location. I,
Yeah.
That helps.
Did it volunteer anything like we were having it
yeah,
here?
they came to us, and you know, I mean, where the course is now, it's as close to the hospital as you could get.
Mm-hmm.
It's close to
State park,
many
the-
hotel rooms.
Yep, boat ramp.
The no wake zone is very adequate and very short,
mm-hmm.
so that helps. The Oasis being built is a big plus. You know, that's going to be our neighbor and growing into that together, helping out with the shootout this year. I think that they're allowing the shootout to use the docks there and have
It's huge.
and have the golf cart already the path already poured to get people down to dog days, and so it's all coming together great this year. You know, last year was a big learning curve. I'm sure we'll learn some more this year, and it's a moving target like most things in the restaurant business can be. Like we're moving the vendor village over to our bigger parking lot this year.
Like the one up.
The one by the condos.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So more room for vendors. Very cool audio and visual setup.
So we got it. We
Yeah.
saw a sneak peek from Leah in the stage. I guess we set
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That
It looks
pretty
like
wild.
it looks like Monday Night Football
I mean,
stage.
it's
You
rad.
know.
Well,
Fox
Yeah,
Sports.
super cool.
I mean,
Never
it's a
in
big
the-
deal.
Yeah.
There's-
I never in a million years thought that shootout week would be bigger than Labor Day weekend, and it's not even
It trumps
close.
it.
Yeah.
Like
It
not
just
even
crushes.
close anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely took some steam out of Labor Day.
I mean, it's Christmas for boaters. Like
Yeah.
it,
It's
essentially,
spring
the whole
break.
week
It's
is
like
just
as much as you want to
everything.
get stuff done by that Wednesday, Thursday, you're just in it. It's
No.
just
Yeah,
pandemonium. so.
and you know, it's a great addition. It's crazy that you know that event started at Shooters 21 back in the day, and it was to extend our season. Well, now extending our season, we're talking like we want to do stuff in October
yeah.
to make the season longer. So, you know, that was a huge, you know, I mean, it's been years and years, but what a successful story to that. And of course, it's just booming down here now. Everything's
It's just crazy to like have like
Growing.
all our friends from like all our friends from Key West are coming up or Oklahoma. Like it's just it's a whole thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
It delivers every
Yeah.
year. So
just walking the docks and seeing those boats, and I mean, it's just
sounds like a war zone with the
impressive.
helicopter.
Oh,
yeah,
over top.
yeah.
It's wild.
yeah,
well, we always we last couple of years we had done the belly flop contest at Tapper Grill, and Tapper Grill's still dope. I think they're still doing it, but
Yep.
all of like most of our friends, everybody's like, hey, we want to go to shootout and tie out, and we're like, we need it.
Mhm.
And the internet is always such a lovely place. And last year, before it happened, they were like, "This is so stupid." That, like,
Oh,
you know, there
yeah.
was like, you know, you got all those people in there,
All
and
the
then it
haters.
happened, and everyone was like, "This is fucking
Yeah.
dope." And
Yeah.
then everyone's like, "Yeah, this is really."
and the
dope.
conditions, the water conditions,
Oh,
everything.
everything's better.
It
yeah.
just came together perfectly.
Oh,
Like
it's sweet,
It
yeah.
was just the track was
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, and your infrastructure too, the way you got it set up with your, I mean,
Yeah.
they're used to throwing big events.
Yeah, we
They
were
know
geared
what to
up.
do.
We were geared up, and definitely could have handled more. So you know, we're looking forward to
Bring
getting
it.
it going again this year, and getting those additional boat slips as part of it.
Have us.
So the events like around dog days, like, is there like, cause isn't there like a demo or like
Demo
what's-
days is Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So we do demo days, and then the polylift poker runs Friday.
Yep.
Then shootouts Saturday and Sunday. We got the Duncan brothers coming back
Ooh.
from Atlanta. Great band,
They're great.
great group of young guys, and them and Johnny Lackey and the Pocket Aces
Yep.
just hit it off
The
because
boys.
just such talented young men, and I love that they both get it. Like that they support each other, and they're like, hey, here's how we do it. Here's how you do it. You know, let's work together and make
And they're
both
so
our
nice
bands
to
better.
everybody. Like, they're
Yeah,
just awesome.
yeah, it's super cool, and just killer guys. And then a huge addition for us this year was Nick Niemeyer and
Oh, he's
Mitchell Hayes
such a
DJing
stud.
for
Those
us.
guys are awesome.
And they're going to be there this for the shootout weekend.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
That's fun. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Well, Nick will be there Thursday, and then Mitchell will be there the rest of the weekend.
Okay.
Those
yeah.
guys are awesome.
Yeah, and great. I mean, they kind of host the place like Dale used to for
Yeah.
me. You know, it always helps when I'm working in the back of the house or in the kitchen or running around like the place is on fire, to have somebody that takes my spot as
Kind
the
of
host.
direct traffic.
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
just
yeah.
greets people and makes them feel, that we appreciate them
Those
being there,
guys are
which
the
we
best.
obviously do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited about shootout. It's gonna be fun. So like, if you're leaving shootout Saturday, Sunday, is there like, it's gonna be obviously busy as shit, but like,
Yeah.
is there like, do you reserve slips? You just try and get in where you fit in, or what's the best way to get
Luckily,
to dog days? Because I know, wasn't there like a parking thing where it's like you couldn't park somewhere, you could park somewhere, like
And that was
What's the
kind of
list?
the learning curve last year too.
sure.
Was figuring out, they close our street,
Logistics.
and then we give passes to everybody who lives on the street. Our employees get passes, and that's a challenge. But this year the parking on Dog Days premise is going to be like the VIP parking and stuff.
okay,
Then they're going to shuttle people in. The guys that bought I don't know if this will resonate, but the Calfran property, which is right across the street from the Oasis, the guys that bought that are going to let the shootout use some of that land. The Oasis people are parking their construction vehicles over there right now, but for the shootout, they're going to let them park over there.
so if you're trying to get it to dog days by land, Uber in, that's about it.
Or you can park and shuttle. Do
Okay.
the shuttles.
Are there just that shuttle, or are there any
No,
remote
I-
locations
yeah,
of parking and shuttling?
Well, our staff's going to park up by the Zen building, and then I think they're going to. Last year it was the Outlet Mall,
Yeah.
so I think that's
Okay.
what they're going to do again. I have a meeting with Leah on
Yeah.
on Thursday.
TBD.
Yeah.
Put
So
in the comments.
I'll
Put in the
Packers,
comments.
know
Eagles,
more
Already
when
know
I
this.
when I
I'm sure
shoot
Shoot
about
out
that.
mama.
Yeah.
They will put in the
Yeah,
comments.
exactly. And that's who's in charge of the docks, which is a blessing for me too.
Yeah, you don't want any
So
of that.
yeah,
That's-
people are like, hey, how do I get a slip? I'm like,
I don't
not
know.
my problem. No,
Yeah.
I just say, hey,
just live
Leah
here.
and the shootout committee take care of that. But we have one dock, the one closest to our breakwater, that is open to the public. So
First
that
come,
one,
first serve.
we want those slips turning over. We don't want people bringing their boats overnight or anything like that. But that is first come, first serve. So that'll be great.
Nice.
I
And
like
it's
it.
like every other weekend I feel like is, even if it's like a long weekend, you get Monday or whatever. Shootout weekend, I feel like it's definitely going Wednesday to Monday. So
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just, it's
already,
like spring break down here. So
we talked to 2 people today. One person's coming in maybe Sunday or Monday. The other guy's coming in on Tuesday. Like it's the
Yeah.
whole. They just set up shop
Yep.
and they just everyone's full throttle the whole way until you can't you speak or can't move.
Tap
Time to just
out.
get shipped back home on Sunday.
we were kind of talking right before we got on here was about a legend at Dog Days was
Oh,
Big L.
yeah.
And
Yep.
and we went to boat races with him in Key
Yep.
West, and it
My
was
brother from another mother.
That's right. Hey, sis.
it was it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we'd be remiss to not
I
tell some
agree.
Big L stories because he
Yeah.
was
So
a legend.
So I guess we better set it up by who was Big L.
yeah.
Yes, let's lay
So-
the foundation.
Big L.
Lyndall Berry.
I'm gonna make a drink while you do this.
Well, yeah, heck, I better take a drink
Yeah,
right
yeah.
before I tell the story. Thank you, Maker's Mark.
Shout out Maker's Mark.
Thank you.
So, Big L, I knew him before he ever started working for me. Little guy, dishwasher.
Little guy. Like Timmy
He
Seagull little.
used to DJ at the Body Shop strip club, which is now Flirt. And I saw him one day, and he had a black eye, and I go, or no, he had a black eye. Plus, he'd obviously been in a fight. And I said, Big L, what happened? He goes, oh, goddamn stripper knocked my tooth out. So he had a couple rough nights over there with the crew, but he was always in the bars and always a fun guy to talk to, and so Gary Pruitt and I kind of befriended Lyndall, and we were one year I was like, Gary, hey, I think we should buy Lyndall a coat this winter, and like so we went and bought him I went and bought him a leather coat, and Gary gave me half the money, and then fast forward, I was like, hey, I think we should take Lyndall to Key West for the boat races. And Gary's like, yeah, let's do it. So this is one of the great ones. So Ed Schmidt was on that trip, and
Is it the gum story?
and this is the gum story. Ed goes, hey, Lyndall, here's a piece of gum. It'll help with your ears. So Lyndall goes, oh, okay. And so, then Ed's talking to me, and he turns back to Big L, and and Lyndall tore the gum in half and started putting it in his ears.
Poor- I mean, he'd never
Hey,
been on a
I-
plane.
but
like,
I
he-
think
No, but
I think it worked.
it worked.
It's not the never being on a plane thing to me. It's never seen gum before. To me, it's the crazy part.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
don't know
more
how
accurate.
gum works?
Yeah.
The
Well,
plane's one thing.
listen, let's
Yeah.
be real. He never
So
probably,
then we
he never
yeah.
chewed.
We get to Key West, and on the way to Key West, Gary gave him a mohawk and gave him an Ed Hardy shirt back when they were cool, and and probably a fancy watch. And we got down there, and Lyndall goes right into the bar, and then some of the guys with us, they didn't let in because they were too drunk.
He played the part, man.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did. He went.
Yeah, he looked like
Fit
he
right
belonged.
in.
Oh man, he was.
He was
You sent
an
him to Garden of
iconic
Eden
little.
right out the gate too. That's always the best thing when you get to the Key West.
He did not like
Sunset
Garden of
Valley
Eden.
Yeah.
there the first time.
But Garden of Eden Key West is it's not even very hit or miss. It is more miss than hit.
You
Yeah.
have to go at night and just talk it up.
It
Tell
confused
somebody you're going to
Lyndall.
a strip
Yeah.
joint. and
Yeah,
they'll
we-
fly up the steps.
We were up above the bar at Rick's, the dance club. It's a dance club up there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
over
Yeah. And
Margarita Bar. I know. It's
Lyndall
or
and Travis
Margarita
Mann were up
Bar.
there, and they both smoke. And Lyndall asked this lady for a light, and he said, "Hey, ma'am, can I get a light?" And the guy, the person goes, "Honey, I'm a guy."
Aw.
No, it's like it's right here.
Lyndall said, "Oh my God."
Oh my God.
He went up. He went over. I'll put the picture of the video. But
Yeah,
it's
we.
like,
I mean, we have to give people some context. of
Yeah.
Lyndall.
we were.
I
at,
got
like-
that picture of him smoking.
We
in
should have put
bed.
that up. It's
That would have been
it's
great.
there.
I
We really dropped the ball
Yeah.
there.
Shout out
We,
to Shelly
uh,
Flippo. She's still up.
But he wanted to get a henna tattoo that said Big L, Pruitt, and Barrett, and he only had, and it was like he carried his money in a ball.
Okay. So-
And it was like $17. I was like, dude, I will whatever this is. Get this henna tattoo. So he rocked around Key West with a mohawk, cool sunglasses, and a henna tattoo that said Big L, Pruitt, and Barrett. It was dope.
it was something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And then he stripers. So
Exotic striper.
exotic
That
stripers.
was his business card.
R.I.P. He's the
R.I.P.
man.
Yeah, I
Love
do miss
to
that
dance.
guy. Yeah.
Never had the pleasure.
With the shootout and everything, it's so wild to think because Dog Days is such like an institution at the lake where, they talk about this amusement park or all this other stuff that's going on. And even for a minute, I was like, this amusement park's probably not going to happen. And then I'm like, well, it looks like they got some stuff up. And then now I'm
Over there.
like, man, I get my haircut over at Sean's place. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so
Well, I mean,
there's
Yeah.
like a
so
whole-
far, still.
I mean,
so good.
It's funny. For years, you go in there and I'd sit in there with Sean at Hollow Cove, and we'd sit there and look out the window. Of course, I drive up and down Jeffries Road every day. And I'm like, I like, well, what kind of work you seeing getting done over here? He goes, man, not much. And then he'd tell me what the workers are telling him, and then finally, man, all of a sudden it just broke loose, and
Yeah.
they are. So many people working over there, and the concrete trucks, and it just nonstop. And it's so every facet of it, I think, is being built now. The hotel, the water park,
It looks like it.
the
Every time I drive
amusement
by,
park,
it's like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
where
Oh.
the restaurants are going. I mean, it's booming.
Well, it takes a lot of move all that earth to get that set. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
lot of
And then once it's-
blasting, yeah.
They
once
made
it's
a
done,
parking
it's
garage
ready to
faster
go.
than I could grow a pumpkin. I mean,
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, that thing
Yeah.
went
Have you ever
out of-
tried to grow a pumpkin?
That's
No,
what I
it's-
was
we're-
thinking. That's probably the
next
issue.
year. Yeah.
you
Man,
guys
it's too
have
late
talked about
now.
growing a
Yeah.
pumpkin.
We bought the seeds for a giant
Why?
pumpkin because I wanted to put it out back like one of those giant
Like Charlie
Brown pumpkins.
Brown, like
Oh,
the
like
great.
out
But
back
we're
here?
supposed to park it in May and plant it in May, and then
Are you taking it to the fair? Iowa,
No, it's
like
gonna be an
state
extra deal.
fair
If we
and
plant it
everything?
now, I mean, we're too
Every
close.
state fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Man.
Well, we've got a couple people on here. We talked about how there's been a bunch of celebrities coming to town, and I feel like you've been hosting all these celebrities. Dog Days is just the
Yeah.
the
I
place
have
to
a
be
good
for the
buddy that
celebs.
facilitates a lot of
Yeah.
that. But yeah, Clint's introduced me to a lot of celebrities and cool people, but
Yeah.
some of it's just generic. I mean, just happens.
Yeah.
Like Jelly
That's
Roll
about-
coming in, the Kellysport guys kind of helped me out with that one, and he couldn't have been nicer, man. What
what I
a
heard.
genuine killer, nice guy. Just took great care of the staff, so polite, and then couldn't wait to get back out on the lake and jump off the cliff some
Yeah.
more.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
That's wild.
I love it when people come here and realize what we've got.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
Really
that's
exciting.
more and more like it's
Yeah.
just nonstop.
I love showing people the first time they've ever come down to the lake. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so
It
fun.
just
Like,
blows their mind.
Wait, where
It
are we?
does.
The middle of
Yeah.
Missouri?
They're
Really?
like, what in the
Yeah.
woods? Yeah.
Middle of the country? Yeah.
Such a sleeper.
You know, and talking about like bands and things, you've kind of created this like, you know, you've hosted a lot of different bands and people that kind of started out almost
Yeah.
here or small
Yeah.
places like this.
But yeah,
that
it's-
you've kind of
It's, yeah,
either
I
seen them
have.
out in, you know, Nashville and things like that.
Yeah.
right?
So, yeah, some of that, were booking agents, you know, that I used to work with sent me up some guys that have done well. Low Cash, Jared
Mhm.
Neiman, and then you know, then another one was Justin Hoffman lived in Atlanta. I sent Low Cash to him because him and his brother had a bar down there, and he's like, "Hey, I got a band I need to send up to you guys." And he told me, and I was like, I can't afford that. This is 2006, 2007. I was like, $2,500. I can't pay that. And then it ended up, hey, they're coming through on a Thursday. Can you pay them $1,500? I'm like, no. And anyway, we decided on a price because they had a private show. Then they were going to go play at the Chicago House of Blues, and that was the Zach Brown band.
That's
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
And now
and
they're,
that was
you know,
right before
Yeah.
They
Chicken
blew-
Fried
blew up.
absolutely skyrocketed and blew up, and everybody in his band could have their own band. It was amazing.
Mhm.
And then we went and saw them in St. Louis, and Nick Cowan opened for him, who is now Nico Moon. And I called Justin Hoffman and I said, "Hey, could I get Nico Moon to come play for me?" And he goes, "Yeah, probably." And so he played for me for probably 4 years, 5 years. He played
Yeah.
when he switched to Nico Moon, and kind of started his niche. That he played Aquapalooza that was his very first show.
No way.
Yeah, and such a nice guy, and just
Yeah.
unbelievably talented. Written so many #1 songs for Zach Brown and for other people. So that was
Yeah.
another one that was super cool. But yeah, it's I think it's just from being in the business for
Right.
33 years. Every once in a while, I mean, I'm not hitting like baseball hitter numbers like 30% or 10, you know.
But
But when
But
it happens,
still,
it's big.
when
for
it
the- for
happened,
those, you know, to come to
yeah.
your stage.
And
to
and Zach
your-
Brown was back in 2017, and I told him, I go, "Man, it's so cool you played here." And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I love what you've done with this place. This is amazing, you know." And he's like,
Gotta see
I'll
it.
come play again." I'm like,
Okay.
I wish.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Yeah. But no,
Looks
but I also like it when famous people are cool and like
it's
Down to
great
earth.
to talk to
Yeah.
because they're not all like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of rock stars, since Dale Blue told his infamous Jackass story, do you have a rock star story about Dale Blue that you could tell? And
Oh God. You know, Dale played for me for 17, I don't know, 20 years, and
How did
And
that
then-
relationship start again? Because when he was here, we were blasting
well,
on
he
tequila.
he played.
He-
So across the street from Dog Days, it's a boat rental place now. It used to be a place called the Trick Bird.
the what?
What?
Yeah, it was called
The
the Trick
Trick Bird.
Bird.
Trick Bird?
Bird,
I
yeah.
like that.
Why do I like that so
I know.
much?
Yeah, well, it's funny, I remember, but the people that owned it, the guy's daughter used to call a parrot a trick bird. So it's kind of a cool
valid.
story.
Yeah.
Anyway, trick bird. But the lady that owned it told me about Dale Blue, and she goes, "Yeah, you need to go see. You guys should book him." And
Oh,
and so then he was playing at Eddie's Sports Bar, which is bootleggers. And so went over there and started hanging out there talking to Dale all the time. And I was like, "Hey, will you come play for me some at Dog Days? Like, you know, whenever you can." And he goes, "Yeah, we'll see." You know, kind of blew me off. He owned a pawn shop where Sean's barbershop is too.
I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah. And where T. LaFada's is down there, that used to be a pawn
On the
shop at
strip?
Dale's too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was when he was booming. Went from the little pawn shop to the big pawn
Our
shop.
office used to be a pawn shop, and it didn't change
Big
on
pawn.
like when you Googled it. So before we had a sign, people would come in with like stereos and be like,
What
Did
do you
make some
got?
money?
I'd be like, well,
Yeah, I'll take it.
think about it. Yeah.
It's 44 easy payments. You can get it back. So anyway, I'd go talk to him, and then I was like, "Yeah," I said, "Just come play for me, you know, a day a week or whenever you can." He goes, "Well, I don't like to move my equipment. I'll just come play for you." you know, 5 days a
Okay.
week. I'm like, okay, sounds great.
Cool.
And so
Moving in.
he helped these dumb Iowa farm kids get going.
I don't know if initially I would be excited about that or be like terrified and be like, wait, what? Like, I just
No,
leave
no,
myself,
he's-
yeah.
Especially with you living
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going to go in here and just
Yeah,
crash
and
out
he
in your
lived down
bedroom.
past the post office. It was, yeah.
Dude, he's the
We
man.
would be in that bar, just him and Craig Schneider and I and Shannon Johnson. After we kick everybody out, we'd be in there. They'll still be playing. We'd be in there singing, and just just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, why are we still here? But had so much fun.
Good
I'd probably
times.
do it again right now.
Karaoke with Mark Barrett.
Okay.
No, he's the man, and he just can't turn it off.
No.
Like, he just keeps going.
He's always on fire.
If he didn't have
Oh.
a date from when he was here doing podcasts, he'd still
He-
be
yeah,
here.
he'd-
Yeah.
Did he tell you about the motorhome trips to Key West?
Talking about Butterstick?
Yeah.
Butterstick.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't know if he said this part. He bought it in Sedalia the day before we left for Key West in it. It was a
Sounds
1976.
safe. Yeah.
1976 motorhome, and we had to stop at truck stops to air up the airbags because it's sitting on the shocks, like sitting down on the tires, and so we'd have to stop and air it up. And
I wouldn't even know to
Keep
do
going.
that. I would just leave it there.
yeah, yeah, I know, yeah. But that thing, and we had to sleep in it too.
Ugh.
I can't believe
Did
this
he
spot.
clean
Like,
it?
I know
You
the
know he
street you're
didn't.
talking about.
Oh
You were
yeah, right behind
Rick's.
Red Garter and
I mean,
Rick's
that had to
and-
be a blast, though.
It was
Like,
fun, yeah. Even the trip down, the trip back, we had
Yeah.
a great time. I think we did it twice, but we also took it to New Orleans to a very exclusive golf course, English Turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like a private,
Tell
like
us more.
PGA
Yeah.
tour course, and it was a local guy's bachelor party, and we went down there and parked this piece of junk on the course. Like,
Oh,
I mean, it was so like up,
seriously?
like high level golf course, and like our tanks leaking. Dale just sat in the motorhome the whole time where we went and golfed, came back out, and then Dale had written a song.
I love that.
Me and Nikki were hanging out at Fishco the other day, and we stopped. And we did a shot with Dale, and he had a picture of. He opened for the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh,
Who's this? It's like, that's America's Strongest Woman. She was my
Oh,
security
yeah.
guard,
Yeah.
and I was like, what? She had like a T-shirt cannon. And I go, what?
What?
She
How'd
was
you even meet her?
ripped.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
She was from Nebraska.
Yeah.
I remember that from
Yeah.
Beefcake days. They all knew that.
The stories.
His stories just keep going.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys have a lot of stories.
If we'd stop for gas in that motorhome on the way down there, we'd be at a gas station for a half hour because he'd know everybody in the gas station and be talking to them, inviting them to go with us.
That's from all the hitchhiking
That
days.
doesn't surprise.
Just have more room.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like-
hitchhiked a lot.
Yeah,
That was all.
yeah. One of a kind.
Oh man. So like Wobbly Boots is one of my favorite restaurants. And you guys
Awesome.
just crank out food and it's delicious all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like how do you like get all this meat and how do you me and Landry this is a weird
he's
question.
slinging meat.
But we were looking up meat jokes and it's like, like
We're trying
before it and trying to figure it out. But like
Sickos.
yeah. But you guys put out so
we were
many
driving to look at a property, and
there
we're
were
like,
so
I was
many
like, "Ooh,
weird
what is a
meat-
meat
meat
joke?"
we were like
jokes.
Yeah,
ChatGPT
oh, God,
and meat jokes and stuff, but
Yeah.
but I mean, you guys do so much business. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like, and it's every time I'm in there, it's such a well-oiled machine. The food's delicious every
Yeah.
time. Like, how do you guys?
Never takes
do
long.
that? I mean,
My kids love
I'll
it.
tell you.
They're
I'll tell you
always-
what helps
Mom,
is
yeah, I don't even know if that's a question, but
we
in
have the
there's a
two
question,
restaurants
yeah.
on the water.
Yeah,
And if it's sunny out, we're busy. If it's cloudy out, we're okay. If it's rainy, we're not. And you'll get all that in the same week. Well, Wobbly Boots is busy every day. It's Groundhog Day.
It's
you
just
wake up, you're going to do the same thing as you
cranking,
did
yeah.
yesterday. And so that helps. But we just have a rock star team. We've had Tom
Yeah.
Livingston, our chef, up there for so long, and Travis back there, and all the other guys. They just are so good at what they do, but they know the business and they know what to expect, and that's what makes it go. Heck, we just provide the facility and thank them every day for working for us.
They're very
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
You know, the
and
consistency is key.
the soup game.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
The soup
Travis.
game.
Yeah, Travis
Love
does
that.
soups and desserts.
What's
and,
your favorite soup?
Lasagna soup.
Yeah.
Lasagna. soup.
Yeah. Tom used to be the soup guy, and he just
the Cajun chicken
he's just
noodles
busy
pretty
with
good.
other stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's all good, but
Yeah.
lasagna soup. Anytime Lindsay's going to meet you for lunch or something,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me know if that lasagna.
What's
Yeah.
the soup of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys used to post, in the fall and winter.
Yeah,
We
we
need to
need
get
to
back
do
to
that. Yeah, Cajun clam
No,
chowder. that one's
pretty
really
good
good
too.
too.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Forget Aquapalooza. We need to do a Supapalooza.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Heck yes. But
Love soup.
yeah, it like starting out in that restaurant business, when people come to work for you, not knowing what to expect, but then the longer we're open, we try to provide a great place to work, but then we get great people because it's kind of like it works together. Like people want to work for us because it's a great place. They're going to make money, and then that's better for us because we get great people. It just takes a long time to build a great team, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Is it
VIPs.
harder owning a restaurant on the water versus not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For quite a few reasons, but the liability is way higher, insurance is way higher, and then it's starting over with so many new people every year.
Yeah.
As opposed to having the same staff year round
'cause you're
and just
seasonal.
filling gaps here and there. We have to hire at least 50% every year. We try to get people from their junior, sophomore year in high school through their college days for the front of the house. And some people will stay longer than that because they make a lot of money and,
Right.
and they enjoy it. They'll have their college degree and they're still figuring out life and
Still
stick
gonna make
around.
money.
Yeah. Or, it's hard to give up that folding money too.
Right.
The cash in the pocket's pretty nice. Yeah.
Well, we were talking about that earlier today because this time of the year is always it's rough on you guys that own all the
Oh, yeah.
waterfront bars because school
They're already
starts
go-
early.
Yeah, they're already
Yeah.
So
probably
then,
going
and then you've
to
got
college.
two major events. You got holiday weekend, you got shootout. It's
Yeah.
how do you get through it all?
Yeah, it's luckily we get people to come back for the big events because they know what they
They
can
know
do
what can
They're crazy.
for the
if they
most
don't come
part,
back.
Yeah.
When I
But
was in college, I used to come back because you could make what you could make in that weekend. It's like $1 trillion in college.
oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? You go to
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
you're
way to
talking
go.
thousands of dollars in 2 weekends, and so they'll come back for that. But it's when I always hate the time of year when the employees leave, but honestly, like today, the employees have started to leave, but so have the customers. So
Yeah.
it kind of goes hand in
That's
hand.
a
Like,
break.
there's like 30 people in the pool today.
Hmm.
Last Monday, it would have been probably 130. So
That's crazy,
it kind
that
of goes
swing.
hand in hand. And we have a bonus week in August this year. So we've got this gap between the end of summer season and shootout and Labor Day.
Yep.
So
I feel like this weekend's gonna be weird because everybody in the world's gonna be here the next 2 weekends.
Right.
So,
So
it's
it's just
Yeah.
waiting
Yeah.
for it.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna come down this weekend, it's like
yeah,
you
would have been a great weekend to go somewhere.
yeah.
Well, you
Still
go,
go-
weren't
I
you
should have
just
went to
in?
Cape Cod.
We go to Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to Vegas.
You go to Vegas. real
Oh,
quick?
that'd make the wife happy.
Lindsay, when you get back, let's
Yeah.
go.
So
Yeah, I want to get back from Vegas the same day you get back.
We're due for Vegas big time.
Oh, speaking of, is there a real estate company trip? The
Coming up?
plus
Okay.
ones.
the
Yeah.
Me, Chuck, and Brian would like to go on a
A little
No.
vacation.
a work trip.
Yeah, your work
husband's
trip.
switch and go.
Now, for everyone listening to this, our team is until this year majority girls, and then we have all our friends, and,
Yeah.
and Chuck and Brian and
The Real Housewives of
Mark.
Swarton Co.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and then we go to I try and keep I'm like, let's go to these classes, and they're like, just come to hang out at the bar, so.
Yeah.
But
never
this
works
year,
out so well. But
unfortunately, it's in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Ooh,
So we're probably gonna sit that one out. We should
Yeah.
probably just go on vacation.
We're just gonna pick
Let's
something
go on
different.
yeah, we can
we can do
we'll
better
just
than
figure
that.
it
we
out.
can listen to an audiobook
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll all
on
do
the
that
way
together.
to Vegas.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah, on
that.
the way to Vegas.
Do it.
Do that.
I'm in.
I love fake bar names, or
Yeah.
I love thinking of names. And you've always, I talked to Flip about this the other day, but I love the idea of having a fake bar up the lake and sell T-shirts to see if people will go to it.
Oh my
Yes.
So
god.
what was the name of the bar that you had? That was.
Well, I don't.
Well, I mean, we don't want to blow.
I don't
up
want
the
to
spot.
be. Yeah, I don't want to blow the spot.
Yeah.
but The Tijuana Donkey.
At like
Yeah.
the
Tijuana
65-mile marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People just
You know
drive
what?
up.
Yeah.
Your signature.
Just sign
Just
to the
a
ground.
picture of a donkey's
yeah,
ass
just-
there.
Then your
Like,
signature
oh,
drink could
man,
be
we
a Tijuana
fell
spark
for it.
plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be so fun. It was just the
Just be a
cardboard,
picture
like,
of
the
your
cutout of
pet,
it.
your birthday present, your pet.
Oh yeah,
on the
it
stake.
could be old jackass.
Yeah. I can't believe Dale gave you a actual donkey. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he gave you an actual donkey?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
At any point did you think I'm gonna keep this donkey?
No, I was like, Dale, get this effing thing out of my yard. Like, what do we? Do I need to give this thing water? Like, what are we doing here?
That's real love.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
In high school, we
He drove to Arkansas.
Picked it out.
Why?
Because
Idiot.
how do you top that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In high school, we had these party chickens, and I had a big crate, and they just had party chickens. And we would take them to parties and just let them go, and they're just party chickens. And my dad woke me up one day, and he goes, "Hey, found this crate in the basement. It says party chickens, and there's live chickens in there." We live in like suburbia St. Louis, and I was like, "They're just trying to party, man."
Like you would let them go and then catch
was
them.
your
It was our senior year.
Was
so
your
we
dad
would
okay
go to
with
like
that?
house parties, and we'd be like,
Oh,
"Party
no
chickens are here."
way.
Yeah.
Jim,
That's actually pretty funny.
need to move it.
I like
think
that.
Jim is pretty laid back. I feel like if
Yeah, but every now and then he would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I mean,
shit?"
yeah, but do you ever get grounded like at all?
No.
No.
I actually got in trouble because
should have.
he was a beer.
I
He
think that's
drove for
what's wrong with him.
Anheuser-Busch, and he found some Miller Lite in my car, and he did not like
Oh.
that.
It's because it was
No.
Miller Lite.
I know.
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah, never again. Fuck him.
Budweiser only.
It was my buddy. Like, it wasn't even me.
It's always your buddy.
Yeah.
So who got in trouble with you between you and your brother? Were you?
Oh, I don't want to throw dirt his way.
Throw
It was
dirt
Brian.
his way.
So
Brian.
he was
Oh,
the bad one.
Brian was a total troublemaker.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
I was.
bull.
Oh,
I feel like we should have asked
Nah.
him.
yeah. Maybe you should have asked him.
We should
Yeah.
have.
Maybe neither one of us.
I
got in
don't know
trouble.
Maybe we
I
could call a
believe
friend.
that.
Can we call a friend?
You think I was the
Yeah, phone a
troublemaker?
friend.
I think so. I, feel
I
like
never
it's-
got caught.
Well, you're
There
just
you
better
go.
at it.
Smooth operator.
Yeah. Now, where we grew up, I don't know if that's typical, but yeah, it was a lot different than the way his son and my son are growing up. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused how Eli's like a dude now.
I
Because
I
I've always known at church
know,
around. I was
yeah.
like, ah.
Wild.
Like, it's crazy,
My
yeah.
son is taller than me, like
Yeah.
full shaving,
Yeah.
and
He's a mate. He's
yeah,
a young
Just-
man.
How old is he now?
he's a sophomore at Camden.
Okay.
I was thinking of. I told him today. I said, "This is the last time I get to drive you to school
Mhm.
because he'll be 16
Well, he's
Same.
probably
in
pumped for
December."
that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Are you going to make him work for his car? Or are you giving him a car?
He's got to pay for half.
I like this.
Fair.
Yeah,
Don't give it to him.
yeah.
How
So,
fast is he?
he could beat you in a foot race. Yeah,
Ooh.
as long as it was after you've been at JD Gators.
I'd raced a lot, but we were at after Bogan's Beer one year. Me and Brant kept racing. Me and other people were racing. He go, "Don't race." The guy that used to manage Dog Days.
Yeah,
He's-
that was outstanding.
he
Oh yeah, John. When is
John, yeah.
he kicked the shit out of me.
He did.
Yeah.
He was
I kept acting like I false started because I was trying to make him tired. And I was like, dude, he's so much faster.
The sleeper on John.
Oh man, I didn't
You-
know.
you'd
When
never
I saw him,
know
I
it.
was like, oh no, I
Yeah.
know. I was like, where's he at? Like
Yeah, he played college football and did track in college.
that dude is. Hey,
You set
Hey,
yourself
cool.
up for
Hey.
failure.
He was
Hey,
a-
John.
Yeah.
shout
Yeah.
out, man. Fast.
And he doesn't do that for
It wasn't
anybody,
even
like
close,
at all.
dude.
Yeah.
I thought I was at least decent, man.
Yeah.
He
No.
killed me.
You didn't
Yeah,
take
he
that
said
very
you
well
kept
either.
False start,
No.
faking it, trying to get him tired.
Yeah, I was just being super dramatic.
He
Yeah.
was. He was being
Yeah.
pretty ridiculous. It was
Yeah.
nice to see him get beat at something.
All right, we're back. After
Back.
Landry had to get another drink.
Good old Maker's Mark.
Okay.
She can't help herself with that whiskey.
We were talking about our good friend Clay Guida, who hasn't been to the lake yet this year. So
He's a big talker.
I'm
Why?
gonna,
Yeah. Hey, I'm coming and I'll be there soon.
yeah, he's usually around for NFT, and
Yeah.
hopefully he comes back. We can throw him on the pod.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
weeks, Clay.
And
Yeah. You're on the
You're
the
on here
schedule,
2
buddy.
weeks.
one of my
Yeah, you better show up.
one of my favorite was when we lived next to Backwaters, and we used to have these big after parties. He was a manager for you. Paul Abrash had
Oh, yeah.
fallen asleep on one couch, and then Clay Guida used to crash out on the other couches. Those weird red shoe carnival couches we had. And the way Paul talks is very funny to me. And and the next day, Paul came in. I guess he had a Charlie horse in the middle of the night and started yelling. And then Clay started shaking him and telling him to be quiet. And then Paul was like, "Swift, I don't know what happened last night, but MMA superstar Clay Guida started shaking me and telling me to be quiet. And I didn't know if I was dreaming or if it was real." And I was like, "I think it was real, Paul." And he was here. He's like, "Why?"
Either
is
way,
he
you should probably be quiet.
And that's not it. That's not even. I could
But
do a better Paul.
If you,
image,
if
but-
you know, if you know Paul though,
Yeah.
I can only imagine him scream or yelling in his sleep.
With
I
that
don't know what.
accent?
Yeah, and then because he'd probably be like,
But
because he talks.
I can't even do justice of Paul
so
describing to
mild.
me how confused he was. Clay,
Guida.
Steve Guida was Steve Guida.
Good
Oh my
Lord.
God.
We're going to
I
edit
can't
this.
believe Guida Bajita. Scott Fajita from the New Orleans Saints.
Who?
Paul couldn't believe that Clay Guida was in our house, and he's like, "Why would he be in your house?" And I was like, "I don't know."
That's cool.
Great question.
Evan Paul described that was one of the funniest things I've seen. But
I've taken Eli to a couple of Clay's fights, and Clay's such a stud to Eli. It's so awesome to him.
oh, dude.
It's just so fun. I told Eli, I was like, hey, I want to take you to one of Clay's fights. He's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go. I go, Eli, this is like you're going to a rock concert and your friend is the rock star.
For sure.
The whole
Yeah.
arena is chanting Guida. You're going. We went to one in Austin. He goes, Dad, I'm never missing another one.
I love it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, and he's like such a selfless guy, but he would
So
he was
nice.
giving Izzy his props.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What's
yeah.
Izzy's? I just know Izzy is Izzy. What's his last name? Or Izzy?
Israel Martinez.
So
one
he's-
of the best wrestlers ever out of Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phenomenal. And a UFC wrestling coach and coached champions. Yeah.
Yeah. So when Clay was there, he was getting all like the people were like, "Oh, it's Clay," and Clay was like, "This is the guy," and I was like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
But the more I looked at him, he is the real
He
deal.
is
So
unbelievable.
he was
I
doing
think
the,
he lost one high school match in 4 years.
well, he was
Yeah.
doing the deal with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
when he passed away.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
And
they're
he's still doing
Yeah,
it
they're still
without
doing it.
Hulk, and they're selling out arenas for the RAF wrestling.
That's awesome.
Real American Freestyle. They're
Sweet.
killing it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And the UFC is what brought wrestling back because colleges were canceling it like crazy, and
Yeah.
UFC, everybody got back into wrestling, and now wrestling is one of the super popular
And
sports.
speaking of Dog Days being the hub of celebrities, Holly Holmes was there, right?
Well, Izzy
With-
brought her in.
Izzy, yeah,
we
yeah.
were on the wave runner ride, clear up
Yeah.
the lake like we like to do. We like to go up towards Warsaw and hit all the smaller
When
bars.
are we
And
gonna, speaking of,
Yeah,
we need to
we're
figure out when gonna do
overdue
for that, aren't we?
We're
Yeah.
overdue for that.
yeah, we have to do it before Labor Day or they're not going to be open. But anyway,
Yeah.
we were clear up there at like the 64, probably the wet spot or Mooney's or somewhere. And Izzy
Fox.
FaceTimed her and she's like, well, I want to come up there and do that. And she came up the next day.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
So that was super cool. Yeah. And
Yeah.
such an awesome human, she,
All right, Clay. See you Labor Day.
yeah. Hey, thanks, Clay.
Didn't
He's
you
been
run into
getting
him
his
in
fish
Vegas?
Huh?
Yeah,
Didn't you run into him in Vegas? That almost started like a whole thing
Well,
because
no.
you were like on your way out from this trip, and he invited you to stay for a fight.
Well, it was when the UFC was in the Spear, and me and Claire wanted to go on a outdoors trip, but we stopped by Vegas
they were doing
for
a
one
couples
night.
trip.
And on
Yeah.
the way out, I ran into Clay outside the bathroom, and he's like, "Dude, we're going to this Tiesto concert, and then I have seats if you want to go to the UFC in the Spear." And I was like, "Me and Claire are going hiking," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "I don't know. We gotta go hiking."
Is that the
Hiking
last-
in Vegas?
Yeah.
That's the
You
last
had to
time
leave
saw him?
Vegas to
Yeah.
hike, didn't you?
No, we went.
Or did
we
you
went
go
to
mall
Zion
walking?
National Park?
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm
Which
glad
was
it
beautiful.
It was amazing. I'm
that's
glad
on
we
the
did.
Where
it.
was
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Zion National Park.
Oh,
It's where you
yeah.
get-
So you left.
We left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Heck yeah.
you had to walk you get to walk through like water, like it's a
Yeah.
It
wild
looked
deal.
beautiful.
Yeah, I've
But
seen that.
when we went out there, they were like, me and Claire are not very outdoorsy people,
Yep.
and we won like a raffle to go on this cool hike.
Yeah.
and we were like an hour late, and the lady goes, she goes, "How many liters of water do you have on you?" And I was like, "I don't know, like that, I'm not
Yeah.
measuring this." And then she goes, "You can't poop out there." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "If you poop on the trail, you have to take it with you." And I was like, "All right." She's like, "We have special bags you can buy." I'm like, "I guess
Maybe
we'll
with some
take some."
bags.
And she's
How long
like,
are you going to be? How many days are you going to be on
I'm
this?
like,
no, it was like a day trail, and then she kept referencing that you can't poop on it, and I
How
was like,
much
"Do I
room-
look like I have to poop?" Like, it
Maybe
was
she
the weirdest
thought
thing.
you ate
And then
like-
it scared Claire away. She's like, "I don't think we should go on this trail," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't. Do you have to poop? Like, I don't know what's going on here." It was
She
the
thought
weirdest
you ate a
thing.
bunch of granola.
Oh
my
She's
God.
worried about it.
It was the weirdest
Yeah.
thing.
Do
But
I look like I have to
Zion
poop?
National Park's amazing. Like, I would.
And then he wore these mountain boots for like ever when he came back
I'm
for like
still-
a
I
whole
still
year.
wear 'em.
I
Yeah.
can't. We finally got him on.
Hey, I got to
So
tie.
that's what he catches the squirrels.
I
in.
want to tie the Holly home coming up here to Key West. So probably, I don't know, back when I was going down there for the races. Anyway, Chad Couch was down there and Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm were fighting. We're like, we gotta go watch this somewhere. And we couldn't find anywhere to get in. We went to Tattoos and Scars. They were playing it, and it was packed. So we're standing outside looking in,
I've done that. Yeah.
watching the fight.
Yeah.
And Holly kicks her, knocks her out. It was
Crazy.
like highlight sports moment of all time, like Mark McGuire hitting that.
It wasn't
was at
supposed
the
to
game
happen.
when McGuire
It
hit
wasn't
that,
supposed to happen.
and
Yeah.
it was like it was such a cool sports moment. And then Izzy jumps over the fence. He was her wrestling coach. Jumps over the cage in there with her, and is like, man, that is amazing. I'm so happy for them. And
Dude,
then,
that's so
yeah,
sweet.
and we were in Key West. Yeah, yeah.
Key West
Yeah.
again,
Watching it on the sidewalk.
That's awesome.
like peasants.
Dude. No, it's just how you rock it and Tattoos and Scars. Is the only
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
I think that might have been before they knocked people out at Tattoos and Scars and threw drinks in
Oh,
their face.
hurricane
Yeah.
shot.
Hurricane
Yes,
shot.
guys.
Hey, so are you going to do that when they're in town?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I'll provide the shots.
Okay.
Why would I want to do that?
We're doing it.
You are? You're going to have that, like,
I think we're opening up
I
the episode
mean-
next week doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
really?
You want to be
Yeah.
here to watch?
Yeah, I'll watch.
The
I
only
was,
thing is,
I was just in a bar in Sturgis called The Dungeon,
yeah.
and they do that there. And they're like, oh, you're going to do it? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
You're too
Like,
smart for that.
I'll watch. Like, I don't want to be on the internet.
Hills,
Internet. Well, too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Hills got hurricane shot when he was down there, right?
She was light on him.
She was
We paid for
baby.
that.
You paid her to be light on it?
No, we paid for Hills to take it, but she
Oh.
was light on him.
Yeah.
Landry said she gets Maria and I get Cassidy, which
For sure.
yeah,
Cassidy.
Cassidy's the more violent one.
A
yeah.
little bit.
She
Little bit.
She's-
That was not a poker face.
Yeah.
she squares up.
Yeah.
Marmar
She shadow
do
boxes.
me right.
She got a little more home run
Yeah.
potential in
Yeah.
the shoulder. Yeah.
She'll never miss.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
I'll have to show you.
Dude, one of my weirdest bars, I don't know if we'll leave this in, but it's like in Fort Lauderdale, it's called Bohemian Bay Bar.
Okay.
And it's in an industrial park. And my buddies that were older in Key West, that were bartenders, took us up there. And I guess Fort Lauderdale was big in the porn industry in like the 90s and early 2000s. And so it's like a weird bar. They only serve beer and sake, but old porn stars work there. And then they play their porns on
Where
like a
old porn-
highlight.
Is it
What?
They play like on a highlight reel behind them.
where
And-
old porn stars go?
You were looking for a trip this fall.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
God.
Sign
And that storm on 4th of July, was that one of the worst storms you've ever seen? Do you remember any other crazy weather like that? Because it was,
Is that when Tay-Tay
it was like
got
so out of the,
electrocuted?
Yes.
it
I'm
was
not
so out
funny
of
'cause
the,
it's funny
it
'cause
was
he
so
got
out of nowhere.
electrocuted.
The timing of that storm couldn't have been more
Chaotic.
garbage.
We had
of
just
the-
got to
yeah.
Paradise. We got tied up. We went upstairs. We'd sold like how great their food and frozen drinks were to this girl that's never been here before. And then
But
power
like for
goes
you,
out.
it's like 4th of July, 250th anniversary, noon that day, and then just
blue
punch in the
herons come
face,
out of the
like,
wood.
yeah.
Like they're
we lost power at the restaurant. And then I went up to my office and I had power.
At Dog Days or
Yeah,
Sugar
at Dog
Bowl?
Days. And we had power in my office. It's like, so I'm calling like, hey, what's going on? And then I look, then the wind picked up and those black oaks are crazy, like hollow trees. They look healthy, but then they're empty on the inside.
Mhm.
And one of them blew over and hit another one. And so right by the garage at Dog Days, 2 trees that were giant and looked healthy
collide.
fell over and
Is that
knocked
when
them.
is that when Tay-Tay almost
That's
blew
what I
up?
said. That's when
Yes, Tay-Tay. But I was in my office, which isn't in that video. I opened my door and it's like right there, right in front of me. And I was like, God dang. And I said, Tyler, we need to get some fire extinguishers up here. So he came up there to look. And I'm holding my door open and I'm looking at him like this. Well, the video's from the restaurant, clear up there. And then it goes, and it was like nuclear. And we were like, I was like, don't worry about the fire extinguishers. Get the hell out of here. And that's when all the transformers blew up. It was 20,000 volt wire on the ground.
Oh
my
Yeah, it wasn't a transformer blowing up. It was a live wire on the ground.
Jeez Louise.
And then it finally, like when it grounded or whatever, it blew all the
it
transformers.
almost got our little buddy.
So then we're like, it's like, I think it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock on Saturday, 4th of July, one of our biggest days of the year.
And pool time 2 to 6, I would say, is peak times.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
before.
Loaded up. Absolutely loaded.
Loaded.
And we so living at Lake of the Ozarks is different than like where I grew up. All the wires are underground. We didn't lose power very often. Everything was underground, but here it's all rocky and everything's above ground. So I was like, well, power might be off for 15 minutes, might be off for 3 hours. Well, it might be off for 2 or 3 days too. So here I am keeping the staff. I kept them from 2 to 7:30.
Thinking
full
it was
staff,
gonna
full
come
staff,
back on. Yeah.
thinking, oh, it'll come back on. Well, it didn't come back on until noon the next day.
Oh.
And but the crazy thing was, which is great for Gary Pruitt and JG,
They were the only ones.
they were the only ones. So the Hatch was out, Margaritaville, Paradise, Redhead, Shorty Pants,
Mm-hmm.
Dog Days, then Backwater was on, Lake House 13 was off,
Yep.
Shady Gators was on.
Frankie Lewis was down.
Frankie Lewis was
Man's
down.
lose down.
Yeah, and Gary's like, yeah, we were charging $30 to get in. I'm like, well, you should have been too,
Should've been,
because
yeah.
there wasn't any place
There's
else
nowhere
to
to
go.
go.
It was and
I think
I'm
was
sure
it
they had a
Nico
great.
Moon that was playing the one night at Gator.
Yeah, and they
then
lost
they lost
power.
power like right at the end of the
Yeah.
concert,
I
but
saw
it
it.
ended up actually being
Absolutely.
okay. But
Yeah,
Mickelson
it
said
was a wild weekend. but-
and honestly, thank God somebody was open.
yeah,
It'd been
Right,
terrible
I
if
mean-
nobody was. Yeah, because that's about
we
where
were
we're at.
rioted. It would've been bad.
Margaritaville, yeah, they had all their hotel rooms, everything out of power.
We had befriended Chanel West Coast
Oh,
yeah.
from a mutual friend, Juju and Juliana Civitat, and then her Airbnb was out, and we're like, we can get ready at our house because it's right down the street from
Yeah.
Levels. And she's like, it was crazy. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean,
We're like, welcome to
like,
Missouri. But her and Tori and everybody, they just hung
Oh,
out
yeah.
for us for a couple days. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of getting hooked on Lake of the Ozarks,
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little
Then you come
supposed to be
back.
yeah,
Chanel, where
ready.
are you?
yeah.
She's supposed to be here right now.
Come on.
Podcast. Can you tell somebody about this since you brought the rock down, about this fantabulous rock that you have?
Oh, we can
It's
just talk
like his
about the rest.
booze is in front of it.
Yeah.
We the Dirty Girls at Lake of the Ozarks.
Which ones?
Not
Yeah.
not these two. But this is the Labyrinth, and it's a nice
Thanks.
piece of rock, and it's got special powers to help your aura,
Oh my God, it's heavy.
and it was a $500 rock we did a trade out with, so we have it in the office now.
Thanks to Carrie Hartley, who's on our
Nice.
team. She's a very
That is
spiritual
beautiful.
little lady. And she has
Heavy.
introduced moon water and rocks and crystals and
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
to us.
Now-
Yeah.
I don't
Now,
know.
I'm not
Do you have
You
to
don't
charge
know.
that one? Wait, do we have to
You
put
have to
that rock
charge
out?
it?
sure.
in
I'm
the-
sure it helps to charge.
in the full moon.
No, the Black
Oh.
Tourmaline you have to charge. But I honestly held that rock for like 6 minutes the other day, and I flew around the world and came back, and I was like, "Ooh, I need to put this down."
I wonder what else you did that day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out Dirty Girl Crystals on the Baghdad Strip. They have some cool strips.
Was this Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, you had to
That
bring
was
it.
Saturday.
You had to bring it down.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna bring my rock down.
John and Mulaney kept making fun of the lake.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have the rock.
Well, he almost
he didn't have
lost.
the rock.
He was trying to bid on a rock at the Tire Biters, the fundraiser for.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't. So he
He
was.
tried
dead
and
set.
he didn't.
Yeah, he was.
And
It was
was
like
a ni-
$800,
It was a
which
nice
it went
rock.
to. It went to.
It
our-
was a nice.
It went to our
rock.
girl.
Rock's
Well,
Well,
good.
speaking of
Good
rock, you rock.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on
Thank
today.
you. Yeah.
We really appreciate
This is,
it.
this is a great place to hang out. I might
It sure is.
Yeah.
Everyone
for
always
coming
wants to
over.
stay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Dale
Okay.
Blue. He'd come
Yeah.
in.
bring him over.
These
yeah.
guys your
Yeah.
karaoke.
I didn't use his
his boner
comfort
pillow.
pillow. Yeah.
Good. We're trying to get those.
I made it
numbers.
through the whole thing
We're-
without a
yeah.
pillow on
We're
my
trying to
lap.
get those
God.
numbers
Yeah.
down because
Yeah.
that's what they're going to.
I like this
cool.
personal space I have now.
Yeah.
for the first
And shout out
guest. Even Shelly did
Makers Mark Barrett.
Maker's Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makers Mark's killing it.
that. Yeah.
Hey, the Louisville trip, we went to Maker's Mark. What an amazing, cool place to go.
Is it?
But
God, I know.
it's absolutely the history and just looks like time captured, perfect, amazing state park.
But you're talking
I'm
about
always
the label.
The whole-
infatuated
yeah,
with
they make-
the
they-
dip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to dip our own bottles.
No way.
Absolutely,
Did
yeah.
you go crazy dip?
Oh no,
Or
but
they-
you would have messed
Would they
it
slap
up.
your hand?
Oh, they'd kick you right out.
Yours,
I would have like.
They wouldn't even sell it. They wouldn't even sell it.
You
to
wouldn't
you.
even
You do your
his
hand.
hand would have
Yeah.
been.
would have just dove.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, all of them, out of all of them we did, Maker's Mark was really like over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, put it on the list. I have a free trip from.
Put it on the list.
I've
Put it
got
on
it,
my tab.
From Shootout. I bid it on the auction dinner last year before. I've never cashed in on it.
That's
Like,
the
what the
thing. I've bought like fishing trips and
You get
all this
excited
and never gone.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
So as a PSA though, so we got this weekend, we have shootout weekend, we have Labor Day weekend. What's the best way for someone to enjoy shootout weekend, Labor Day weekend more shootout weekend at Dog Days? Like if you could give any tips, if you want to go there and hang out, boat or car, like.
Well, I mean, we're going to have giant jumbotrons. The announcers are going to be there. The play-by-play, all that. It'll be a fun, great experience. We have DJs, and we're going to take breaks during. Last year we had a band during the day. This year we're going to have DJs. That way we can take a break during the big dogs when they're running 200 miles an hour plus. We want it to be more about the shootout and the Top Gun stuff. So
Nice.
we're going to take breaks during that. And then we have the Duncan brothers, which is going to be phenomenal. Those guys are so good, and excited to have them back. They just were in Europe doing a little tour over there, and I know their future's bright, so I'm excited about just keeping them on board. Boating, there's going to be parking on that one dock of ours by the breakwater. Wave runner slips we'll have available.
Or Uber.
Or
And
Uber. Uber's
Uber,
probably
yeah.
the best
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
I feel like last year was great at Dog Days, but I feel like this year
They
it's
got
going to be
dialed
even
in.
more like the hub.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be the party.
And
Like, it's gonna
honestly,
be
why
where to
not
go.
Uber there so you can Uber home?
Hey, I
Safely,
Uber
that's right.
everywhere.
Make the good decision before you start.
That's
Now
right.
that the slingshot's gone, I'm Ubering everywhere. So
Are you buying your own slingshot?
I'm thinking about it.
He probably shouldn't.
Slingshot's
He's
great.
become a car guy and a boat guy before
You-
you know it.
You could have said that to Brian that you have driven.
He did, but Brian ignored him.
Oh,
He does that.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming
Yeah.
over.
we
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
I hope your
and, yeah.
lovely wife comes back home from
You
vacation.
think she
very
will?
soon.
Yeah, dude, she's so nice.
She's so nice.
She's so, hey, I went to Sturgis and she said, "Well, I'm not staying."
She's like,
here.
I'm out. I'm gonna
I'm
eat
leaving.
lobster.
I'm leaving too.
Gone.
No, so good for her.
When she left the
Love
office,
you,
she
Liz.
looked at me and she goes, "Lobster rolls." I go,
Oh, yeah, I'm jealous.
"Yeah, I bet those are good."
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right.
All right.
Well, we will catch you guys next week. Stay tuned.
Shootout.
Cowabunga.
Bye.
Swift tea.